I'm Tiger Height, and I'm here to make WWE Raw and Pro Wrestling Majestic again. And no, you're not seeing anything different. I'm trying a different format here for this program. Let me know if you like it, if you want me to go back to the separate videos per segment. I want to hear from it. But we're going to try this for a whole ass week. And I will ask the same question every single time. Do you like this format or not? So let's get into the show. Overall, Raw was fine. I actually liked the majority of it. I thought the title matches made sense, some of the in-ring segments were pretty damn good, and it wasn't as much Judgment Day, which I was actually quite pleased with. So our first thing here was Cody Rhodes coming out in his Atlanta home. The emotion was definitely there, and he was waiting for Brock Lesnar. His theme song played a couple of times, and Lesnar hit him with a chair, pretty much beating the crap out of him in front of his hometown and in front of his mom. I really like that touch. This was actually a good segment, and to be honest with you, it gets a full thumbs up. We have a match for Summerslam, but please, for the love of God, have a stipulation. This has to be no holds barred, or false count anywhere, or no disqualification, or AEW jerk-off sesh. Like, come the fuck on. Why isn't there a stipulation on this match? Of any match that needs a stipulation, this is the match that needs the stipulation. Our first actual match here was Gunther taking on Matt Riddle in a non-title match. And yes, I'm gonna bitch about the fact that Gunther is in a non-title match against somebody on a random ass show, and guess what? A non-title match. I know it's secondary champion, but it still bothers me because he's sitting there putting on classic after classic after classic after classic, and then he's here doing this with a person he's already faced. To be honest with you, this match was better than the one they had at Money in the Bank. I like this match. It was a powerbomb for the win. It was a fun opener. It was better than the pay-per-view match, and I liked it. This is sort of what it should have been at the pay-per-view for the Intercontinental Champion, but it is what it is. We're here where we are, and I'll give it a full thumbs up. I liked it. Here's our first Judgment Day segment, match, period, end of sentence. Thank God, because I think at this point we were about 20, maybe 30 minutes into the show. This was to essentially set up the main event, which was for the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, but we'll talk about that. I thought it was short, sweet, to the point. We see the synergy within Judgment Day, thank God, but also we had a couple of different things here that were sort of implied and set up that I really enjoyed. Give me more of this, and also I thought this setup was quite simple, easy to the point. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens played their part well, and I'll give it a full thumbs up. Our next matchup here, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, we have Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez taking on Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. No, I'm not doing the voice for Chelsea Green. I see that comment, I'm not going to do it. But despite the randomness of this match in this random ass show, I actually liked the match. It was structured well, it gave it time, there was a lot of decent momentum, and I just enjoyed it. I never thought I would have enjoyed it, but guess what? I'm sitting here saying that I actually like this match. We all knew that Liv and Raquel were going to lose these champions because Raquel's facing Rhea at SummerSlam for the Women's World Champion, which I am okay with. What's Liv gonna do? Who really cares? I'm sorry, but legitimately, who actually cares? It was the unpretty her and the need to Liv Morgan for Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville to win the tag team champions. Like I said, this match was actually constructed quite well. I really did like this match. And every time that these women's tag team champions are on the line, as a person who's very unbiased, which is surprising, anytime that these titles are on the line, they tend to be fairly decent to good matches. And I'll give this a Orange Cassidy thumbs up. So I didn't even know that this was Viking rules, but it is Alpha Academy taking on the Viking Raiders in Viking rules. Now the last time that this match happened, I think it was Erik who got hurt, but I really like this match. I like the stipulation. I like the little gimmick behind it because it kind of makes the Viking Raiders look like a bigger deal than they are. And guess what? They won. There was a lot of ass pulls, and Maxine Dupree taking a table spot is amazing. This girl is wanting to take these hardcore spots, and I am all for it. I'm starting to see sort of why they're really on her. She's there willing to learn and putting her all into the gimmick, and I am all for it. It was Ragnarok on Otis for the Viking Raiders to win. God damn, they needed this win bad, and it was a fun match. People were super into it, and I'm going to give it a full thumbs up. Up next was a nothing sandwich with Shayna Baszler taking on Nikki Cross. It was 3 moves, and it was Kirifuda for the win. There was a post-match with Ronda Rousey and Shayna, which, it was good, but at the same time, the people reacted to it like they were at a funeral. Just kind of a nothing sandwich, really. I mean, we're going to have the Ronda-Shayna match at Summerslam, so that's fine. The match itself gets a thumbs down, and the segment itself, I'm going to be nice, gets an Orange Cassidy thumbs down. So Becky Lynch got into her favorite pajamas here, and it was a MizTV segment featuring Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Zoe Stark, where Becky Lynch stole the mask off of Trish Stratus, hit Zoe Stark with it, and basically we're going to have Stratus and Lynch at the pay-per-view, which I am okay with, but the Miz being there was an absolute nothing sandwich. The segment itself gets a thumbs down, but the interaction between the women does get an Orange Cassidy thumbs down. We knew it was going to happen, but in the context of MizTV, I felt like it was unnecessary and ridiculous. Man, they had something special here until Tommaso Ciampa interfered. We had Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Bronson Reed. By the way, his nickname is going to be Big Bronson Reed, which I think is sort of ridiculous, but it's not a part of his name yet, so I'm going to give it a lot of leeway. Yes, I'll give this one leeway because they don't call him Big Bronson Reed coming out. They call him Bronson Reed. So these two were actually having a fun little match until Tommaso Ciampa stuck his nose in it and attacked Bronson Reed for Reed to win the match. What is with this company and not having Bronson Reed, Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, or the company actually win with any sort of anything? Its interference is a lot of ass pulls, and then Shinsuke attacked Tommaso Ciampa for no reason. Well, there was a reason, but are we trying to do a tweener thing here with Shinsuke? No. Keep him babyface, and let's stop playing games. I'll be nice, Orange Cassidy thumbs up, because the action itself was actually quite good. Just the ending sucked. And in our main event, for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, we have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on Dominik Mysterio and Damian Priest. So, despite the fact that they had a segment to set up this match, there was an official graphic for the match itself. But despite that absolute asinine thing that they did, the match itself was good. The main event was a good main event. But you can't go wrong with these guys. You just can't. The pacing was good. Timing was well done. There was a stipulation there that these tag team champions should be on the line a lot more than they are, but it is what it is. And it was a haluva kick and stunner combination for Dominik Mysterio to be pinned. Overall, it gets a thumbs up. And that was really the end of Raw. Let me know what you think of not only Raw, but the format that we're doing here. I'm not 100% about it, but I'm going to try it for a week and see what it does. So leave a thumbs up, comment down below what your opinions are of this show and also of the new format. And also follow the channel if you haven't. And as always, be majestic.